Are you ready to change everything? What if your life could look completely different just 90 days from now? No, I'm not talking about a quick fix. Not a magic pill or some feel-good motivational fluff. I'm talking about real, gut-level transformation. The kind that turns your life inside out, shakes up your habits, crushes your excuses, and makes you look in the mirror and say, "Who is this new person I've become?" Sound dramatic? Maybe it is. But let me ask you something. Are you happy with where you are? Do you wake up excited? Do you feel strong in mind, body, and spirit? Are you living your purpose, or just existing? If you answered no to any of those, you're in the right place. This isn't just a video. It's a challenge. A 90-day bootcamp for your soul. You'll be pushed, stretched, and maybe even pissed off. But if you stay with me, if you follow through, you'll come out on the other side stronger, clearer, and more alive than you've ever been. Because change doesn't take years. It takes decision. And that starts now. Day 1. Decide that you're done with average. Let me tell you how it started for me. I woke up one morning, stared at the ceiling, and said, I can't live like this anymore. I was tired, not just physically, emotionally, spiritually. I was tired of being broke, tired of being overlooked, tired of living on autopilot. So I made a decision. One decision that would change everything. I was done being average. Not someday. That day. Right there. Are you ready to draw that line in the sand? Because here's the truth. Until you decide that the old you is no longer welcome, the new you can't be born. No growth happens in a comfort zone. It's time to break out. Challenge for day 1. 1. Write down everything in your life that you are no longer willing to tolerate. Be brutally honest. 2. Write down the vision of the life you want, like it's already yours. Be vivid. Be bold. 3. Say out loud, I am no longer available for an average life. Then watch what begins to shift. After writing down what you want, it's about time to start working on what you want and change your life. We will do our challenge and transformation week by week. Now let's dive in. Week 1. Burn the old script. This week is about destruction, the good kind. You can't build a skyscraper on a shaky foundation. So we're demolishing everything that's keeping you small. Limiting beliefs, toxic habits, and excuses. Why this matters? Because as Tony Robbins says, if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. To change your life, the first step is destroying what's holding you back. Weekly focus. Awareness and reset. Ask yourself, what stories have I been telling myself that no longer serve me? What habits are stealing my energy, time, or focus? Actions for the week. 1. Journal daily. What did I do today that moved me closer to my new life? 2. Identify your top 3 distractions, and replace them with empowering alternatives. 3. Detox your space. Clean your environment. A cluttered space equals a cluttered mind. Mantra. As James Clear writes in Atomic Habits, every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. Week 2. Design the new you. Now that the old is gone, let's start laying bricks. Who are you becoming? Not in theory, but in daily action, in self-image, in attitude. Why this matters? Oprah Winfrey once said, create the highest, grandest vision possible for your life, because you become what you believe. Weekly focus. Identity shift. Ask yourself, how would the best version of me think, speak, and act? What do I need to believe about myself to live that way? Actions for the week. 1. Write a description of your highest self. Read it out loud every morning. 2. Dress, walk, and talk like the person you're becoming. 3. Set one new empowering habit, e.g., waking up at 6 a.m., reading daily, exercising. Mantra. As Oprah says, step out of the history that is holding you back. Step into the new story you are willing to create. Week 3. Take ruthless responsibility. Nothing changes until you do. It's not your boss, your ex, or your past. It's you. The power to change is already in your hands. Why this matters. Jocko Willink, retired Navy SEAL and author of Extreme Ownership, puts it best. Discipline equals freedom. Weekly focus. Ownership. Ask yourself, where am I blaming others instead of taking action? What am I avoiding that I know needs to change? Actions for the week. 1. Identify the areas of life where you feel stuck. Ask, what's my part in this? 2. Set a bold goal for the week and track your progress. 3. Cut the complaining. Replace every complaint with one action step. Mantra. As Jocko says, good leaders don't make excuses. Instead, they figure out a way to get things done. Week 4. Master your mindset. Your mind is your most powerful asset, or your worst enemy. Let's take control. Why this matters. Henry Ford famously said, whether you think you can, or you think you can't, you're right. Weekly focus. Mental reprogramming. Ask yourself, what are the thoughts I repeat daily, and are they serving me? Do I have a growth mindset, or a fixed one? Actions for the week. 1. Replace negative thoughts with power statements. 2. Read 10 minutes of a mindset book each morning, Think and Grow Rich, Atomic Habits, etc. 3. Meditate 5 minutes daily. Train your focus. Mantra. As Carol Dweck, author of Mindset, says, becoming is better than being. Week 5. Fuel your body, feed your soul. Energy creates momentum. And guess what? You're not lazy. You're probably just tired. Let's fix that. Why this matters. As Jim Rohn said, take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. Weekly focus. Physical energy plus spiritual clarity. Ask yourself, am I treating my body like a vehicle for greatness, or like a garbage can? Do I make time to listen to my inner voice? Actions for the week. 1. Move your body daily, even 10 to 15 minutes. 2. Hydrate and eat foods that energize you. 3. Schedule quiet time for reflection, prayer, or nature. Mantra. As Jim Rohn says, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Week 6. Build unbreakable confidence. Confidence isn't given, it's built by keeping promises to yourself. Why this matters. As Mel Robbins says, confidence is the willingness to try. Weekly focus. Self-belief. Ask yourself, where am I hiding or playing small? What would I do if I fully believed in myself? Actions for the week. 1. Do one thing every day that scares you just a little. 2. Keep every promise you make. To others, but especially to yourself. 3. Speak affirmations with emotion. I am powerful. I am enough. I am unstoppable. Mantra. As Mel Robbins teaches, you are one decision away from a completely different life. Week 7. Create unstoppable momentum. This is where most people fade. But not you. You're just getting started. Now it's about keeping the fire lit. Why this matters. Darren Hardy, author of The Compound Effect, says, small, smart choices plus consistency plus time equals radical difference. Weekly focus. Consistency in progress. Ask yourself, what systems can I set up to stay on track? What does progress look like? Not perfection. Actions for the week. 1. Track your wins every day, big or small. 2. Set up morning and evening routines that support your goals. 3. Revisit your 90-day vision. Adjust if needed. Mantra. As Darren Hardy says, consistency is the ultimate key to success. Week 8. Cultivate relentless discipline. Discipline is freedom. The more you master your habits, the more control you have over your destiny. Why this matters. Will Smith once said, self-discipline is self-love. Weekly focus. Daily mastery. Ask yourself, what habit, if mastered, would change everything? Where am I negotiating with myself? Actions for the week. 1. Choose one hard thing, and do it no matter what. 2. Set a screen time limit and reclaim your focus. 3. Practice. Mental reps. Catch and redirect your thoughts. Mantra. As Will Smith says, discipline is the center of all material success. Week 9. Expand your comfort zone. If you want new results, you need new experiences. Time to stretch. Why this matters. As Eleanor Roosevelt said, do one thing every day that scares you. Weekly focus. Courage and growth. Ask yourself, what have I been avoiding out of fear? Where can I choose courage this week? Actions for the week. 1. Say yes to something that scares or excites you. 2. Talk to someone new, or share your journey publicly. 3. Visualize your success daily, in detail. Mantra. As Brendan Burchard says, the more you grow, the more you show the world who you really are. Week 10. Build a circle that elevates you. Your environment shapes you. Time to level up your circle. Why this matters. Jim Rohn famously said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Weekly focus. Relationships and influence. Ask yourself, who supports the version of me I'm becoming? Who drains or limits my growth? Actions for the week. 1. Reach out to someone who inspires you. 2. Limit time with negative or small-minded people. 3. Join a group or community aligned with your goals. Mantra. As Jim Rohn says, surround yourself with people who are doing better than you. Week 11. Lead with purpose. You've changed. Now it's time to give back. Led by example. Why this matters. As Simon Sinek says, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Weekly focus. Impact and purpose. Ask yourself, how can my journey inspire others? What cause or mission moves me deeply? Actions for the week. 1. Share your story, publicly or privately. 2. Volunteer, donate, or contribute in a meaningful way. 3. Start something. A blog, video series, project, with heart. Mantra. As Simon Sinek says, working hard for something we don't care about is called stress. Working hard for something we love is called passion. Week 12. Lock it in for life. You made it. But this isn't the end. It's the beginning of a new way of being. Why this matters. As Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Weekly focus. Integration and legacy. Ask yourself, what have I learned about myself? What identity am I choosing moving forward? Actions for the week. 1. Review your entire journey. Celebrate your growth. 2. Write a letter to your future self, 90 days from now. 3. Create a non-negotiables list to stay aligned. Mantra. As James Clear says, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. The challenge was just the beginning. You didn't just complete a program. You rewired your life, and that makes you unstoppable. Keep growing, keep leading, and never forget, you did this. Now go build the life only you can live.